Hello and welcome. These are horse racing bets for Sunday, the 16th of April. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you were all very, very well. Alright, we're going to finish the week on a half stake day for Sunday. I found a few, definitely some risky ones in there, so 100% there's a chance we'll walk away with nothing. But it's 8 horses, split them across 2 lucky 15s, smaller stake ones, and that is how we'll finish the week. So before we do that, I'll go through how we got on Grand National Saturday. We'll do a quick tot up of where we're at for the week and the year, and then we will get these done. And I'll say it every time. I'll try and be brief, but you know what I'm like. I'll do my best, folks. I will try. So Saturday, it was a profitable day for the channel, but that only mattered if you were a Sky Bet user, I think. Bet 365 shouldn't be too far away, but everyone else it was a loss. So yeah, there's a couple of extra places counted for a lot. So we started off here. We started off really well. There was a non-runner in that 145, then the 225. I had 2 horses, one in each lucky 15 and one in the combination and in the combination doubles, and got them both placed for Sky 365. Glimpse of Gala drifted to 40s. We only had 28s. And then that was unfortunate. It got brought down. Coconut Splash and Hill 60 unfortunately fell fatally in the Grand National at the first fence. If I had a pound for every time I had a horse that fell at the first fence, really, really sad. It's really, really sad when that stuff happens. And the trainers since come out and made comments and kind of suggested that the protesters caused their horse to get worked up, and if it wasn't for that, it probably wouldn't have fallen at the first fence. So, I'm not going to get into all that. I think there's a lot of people who do really lovely things and look after these horses. They're trained. It's what they enjoy to do. I think down the lower end of the scale, maybe there's less good practice and stuff, but equally there's plenty of small stables that have 1 or 2 horses that those horses probably get treated like absolute kings and queens. So we've got a non-runner anyway, a non-runner in a place back there. It started off promisingly, and then we just didn't quite get off the ground. Similar here, place nothing. And then this was the profitable bet for Sky and 365. So places here, 40s and 14 with the SP. So better prices if you've got SPs or put them on later on. Going on to Gallard Desmenil, which was placed, and then Roy Mage, which was my anti-post tip up at 150 to 1. It could only come 7th. That paid out on the day for Sky, but you needed top 5 for the anti-post and top 6 for everybody else. So yeah, an absolute shame that was. I can't believe 2 years in a row I've talked about unlucky 7th place in the Grand National where Sky pay it out, and I'm sat there with a 7th place on my staking plan, and it's my best price one that got there. So yeah, we had Roy Mage place, Dunboyne never looked like interested and pulled up. Hill 16, as we talked about, fell. Durasso fell. Fortescue was finished but down the field. So 20 on, 32.89 back. Appreciate that won't be for everybody. For the channel for the week, it puts us down 11, 260 for the year. So we need to, if we've got £10 on, we need to get something like £21.50 back on Sunday. Otherwise, 10 weeks in a row we'll have lost, which is just so bad. And yeah, I've mulled it over. We talked about it lots. I've just like to be nice and transparent. That is not what we want to be. And yeah, I don't do videos every day, and if I'd done videos every day, the results I know would look different. It doesn't matter to anything now. Long term, we're all right, but short term, 10 weeks of losing every week is pretty awful. So hopefully Sunday, be kind to us, but we're risking it. So Sunday, we're starting off with this. 135 Huntingdon City Roller 22s, really like that price. I think you ignore that last run. It doesn't like faking them. I think it wants to go the other way round. I say that I get my lefts and my rights mixed up quite a lot now. Fakenham's one way, Huntingdon's the other. I think Fakenham's left-handed. I think this horse wants to go right-handed. Huntingdon is a better track for it, I think. So ignore the Fakenham runs, and I think that horse is going to look really overpriced. We'll see. It's 8 runners. We don't want a non-runner in that one. 410 Wincanton, premium access at 12s. Sky are 4, so are Coral. That's why Coral one of the preferred bookies. City Roller, no extra place anywhere. One extra place there with Coral and Coral and Sky. Then we've got the 420, the Curragh, the Hoyen 20s, which we've backed before, and the 525, the Curragh Secret Road 18s. That one, Sky are 6, everyone else is 5. As you 365 are 6 as well, and that's why. So it's 365 or Coral. Coral, you've got the 4 there. It's 365, you've got the 6 there. They are the next best bookies other than Sky. It's a 15p each way, lucky 15, and a 35p each way double on Vahoyen and Secret Road. 520 is our bet. That is bet 1. And then bet 2 is the riskier one. Knocking it over. We've got 225 Wincanton way out. There's a few bits and bobs of form of that suggest that horse shouldn't be that price, but it's also run a lot of bad races, and that's why it's a riskier one at 33s. 250 Tramore, one more last, which we've backed, and we backed at a big old price when it placed last time. I'm keeping faith with that one. It's probably run more bad races than good, but there's enough in there to keep with it. 315 at Huntingdon, no risk with Lou. Well, there is a risk with Lou because last time Lou ran rubbish. If you ignore last time out, then the rest of no risk with Lou's form looks a lot better than 33s. So they are my risky ones. And then the 525, the Curragh, my second choice, which we've backed twice, I think, already this season. Ecclesiastical at 16s. We backed it last time, I think it was placed. So it's a 10p each way, lucky 15 on that one. And I've done 15p each way doubles, which takes it to 480. So I wanted to basically put down the risk a little bit in the sense of a place double there would see us with a nice profit, and there's absolutely a chance we can get all 4. But we, given our luck recently, then I'd rather do the bet a bit like this. So Sky Advisory, we've got 5 on there with Sky, 4 everybody else, and then I think with 4 everywhere, 3 and 3. Sorry, 3 and 6 with Sky, 5 everywhere else. I think that's, yeah. So actually, tell a lie there, I'd actually say 365 is second best. I didn't write that on. So Sky best, then 365, then everybody else. That is it. So they are there for you, whether you want them, you're following them, you're just here to see if how long a guy can lose for before he packs in YouTube. That's what they're there for. Well, they're not there for that, but for some people, everybody gets their kicks somewhere, don't they? I really, really, really hope your luck changes. They're definitely worth a go. It's a speculative £10, 21.50, and we might break the terrible run of losses. Ideally, we would love a little bit more than that. As I've said it a few times, it is remarkable. Last year we had 22 days better than £52, and £52 the best win we've had this year. And last year we had 22 days better than that. So statistically speaking, if you do the math on that, by the end of April, we should have had 7 better days than that. I'd say we've missed 3, and I think we've had a bit of bad luck along the way. So I think maybe there's 2 more due before the end of April for the next 2 weeks. We're never owed, are we? We're never owed, and long term we're fine, but right now it feels absolutely painful. So that's what I've got. I'll be back, usual schedule for next week, with a slight tweak from what we were doing before kind of Easter. So Tuesday, Wednesday night. Then the Friday selections will be permanently early Friday morning now. So it'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday evening video, early Friday morning, Saturday morning 10:30, and then most likely for Sunday, I'm going to do them Saturday nights, I think. So it's going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday evening, Friday, Saturday morning, Saturday night. That's my 5 days, plus freebets.com on a Saturday morning as well. So that's where I'm at. I'll see how I go. At some point, I know I'm going to need to reduce it down a little bit more from a sustainability point of view, and I absolutely know at some point I'm not going to just stop and overnight, but at some point definitely I'll need to look at how I adapt it so that I will do videos in a more ad hoc way as and when I think there's a particularly good day to go on. That's kind of long term, because I will not be doing 6 videos a week until I'm old and grey. There's a lifespan on these things, but equally, it's I'm really fond of the kind of the feel and the community vibe that I've built up on the channel. I want to maintain it as long as I possibly can, and so that's what I'm keen to do. It wasn't something that I kind of thought about before I started the channel, but it's just been a massive win. That just feels like it's a place where some people like to come and hang out, albeit virtually, in the comments, share what they're doing, share what's going on for them with their horses. All right, I am going to finish there. Thank you very much. I will be back on Tuesday night. Let's hope Sunday is kind to us. That's it from me. Bye bye.